Unpopular truth was shaking. What you had? Question, comment, or smoke?
I ain't gonna have no smoke tonight. I know Dana was looking for me to have smoke with her. I ain't gonna do it like that tonight, but it just
He's for D.
oh yeah, we good tonight. I ain't gonna. I've been at work. I ain't gonna do it. I wanted love earlier, but I couldn't. My internet was messing up.
Oh, yeah.
But from what they saying, that Black Americans, what they say about True, that's what they always say that they want him, that type of man. Then when it comes to who they have, they always have the opposite. So now men are so confused when it comes to it that now he playing double dutch, trying to see which one they really want. They don't never make up their mind on which one they really want.
You're not
Barney, hold on, Dana, hold on. Barney is shaking his head. Let's see what Barney got. Barney, what do you disagree with?
This dude's acting like you can't change who you are. You are who you are. You don't wake up one day and be like, oh, let me be a whatever you're talking about, a big shot baller, shot caller, and the next day let me be like I don't know, some father. You are what you are. I mean, do you wake up and say like, okay, today I'm going to be Exhibit A, and tomorrow I'm going to be Exhibit B? And I disagree with you respectfully, of course. Did that make sense?
Who you talking? You talking the True or you talking to
Barney? I came out of my mom's vagina being a Caucasian, trailer park, pookie.
Yeah, and you can't change that.
That's who I am.
Synthetic DNA. I get it.
That's how I'm going to be forever, man.
Yeah, but
that's what Barney's
I'm wrong, Mr. Truth. It sounds like you're saying men don't know what women want, so they don't like. You almost like you're saying they have a choice whether they can be one way or another.
No, not the men. The men don't have a choice. Yeah, the men don't have a choice. What I'm saying is what they saying they want. They're having two different outcomes every time. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So now you saying you want how True described itself. That's what women say they want when they're talking on the screen. But when you see what they who they really have, it don't be the same person. They only have nowhere near close to what they saying that they want.
Truth, you really believe?
They don't want you.
No, I'm just no Truth. Let's keep it real. You're going to believe any of these women when they can't even tell you what they want for dinner half the time?
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I know. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying what they saying. I got you.
All right, let Dana, you wanted to get in? Go ahead real quick.
I just want to say, I said it, like, they just don't want you. Don't generalize men or women in our preferences. They just don't want you. You sound real butthurt right now.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
See, the thing is, like, when I come on here, I don't really get a chance to really talk too much. So, you know how Hemp be saying how Hemp said he was in college, I was the same way. So, I really ain't never had no problem with the woman.
You ain't like that. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that shit at all.
Why?
That's all.
Why you say that?
That's all because I'm looking at you.
So I'm ugly? I'm ugly?
Go ahead.
I'm asking. I want to know because if that's what you're telling me.
You're not pulling in the pussy that you think that you're pulling in, that you're trying to convince us of. And you little.
Well, I'm married now, so
And you short. How tall are you?
5'9".
Make your point. Go ahead.
I already did. You said
if he was 6, could he talk longer?
I will tell you that.
Go ahead.
See that this is another thing that happens every time somebody gets up here with you. You say something crazy to derail the whole thing that they were trying to say every time. What you just said had nothing to do with what I was saying. Then when I ask you, then you say no. You don't say nothing.
Baby, I'm asking you, what are you saying? What is your point? What are you saying?
I already made my point.
What is it?
That y'all don't know. Y'all be lying to everybody on screen, but doing something different behind the screen. So with you keep on saying you submissive. There's nowhere in the hell you submissive. Nobody believed that.
I do. I believe it.
I don't care what you believe. And I didn't keep on saying it. I said it one time. I'm not submissive to your ass. I would never be submissive to you.
I didn't say you were submissive to me. See? Again, there you go with it. There you go again. Right, you doing that again. Every time you try to throw something up, I didn't say you had to be submissive to me.
Baby, I don't know what you want from me right now. Yes, I can be submissive.
No, I'm just making a statement. You keep trying to throw something in like...
I can respond to your statement, no? Can I respond to your statement?
You just told me to go and make my point. Then as soon as I started talking, you started talking.
Let him finish.
So you submissive. You're not submissive just in general. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying in general. I'm not saying generally. I'm talking about to a man.
That's what I'm talking about to a man.
What are you saying? Okay.
Are you generally submissive to men? Are you generally submissive to men?
To men as a whole? Fuck no. No.
So that's what I just said, and you just said, like, I don't know what.
Single women should be submissive.
Hold on, let them finish the conversation.
Hold on, baby, I got it. But that's not to say that I can't be submissive, and that I have not been submissive, and I've not been taught to be submissive. I know what that is and what that looks like, and that's something that I'm okay with in my relationship. But I'm not going to be submissive to somebody who's going to lead me to nothing. You know?
How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know somebody's going to lead you to nothing? So you say you 39, you 38.
38,
so
yeah.
When are you going to start to try to figure that out? If that's the case, because you always saying, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. Then, like you say, you got 10,000. Congratulations on 10,000 to him. But
like
10,000 people watching, it can be somebody in here that you can get. You ain't no bad looking woman, but everything. That's what I'm saying. So what is your? You don't see what people be talking about? Dana, act different because people are looking at you. So when we see you right now, nobody's gonna want to talk to you.
First of all,
that's what I'm saying.
It's act differently. It's an adverb. Number one. Number two, I don't have to be submissive, and I don't necessarily want anybody on this motherfucking panel. And the people that
not on the panel. I said the 10,000 people.
Talk, or you want to keep talking? Can I talk?
Because you keep saying stuff that I'm not saying. That's what that's why I keep interrupting you.
You want me to respond to what you're saying?
Go ahead.
You want me to respond to what you're saying? Okay.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, I'm not interested in anybody who would be on this panel, or who would be in the comments, or who would be necessarily even watching this show. I have a real life outside of this shit. People like me in real life. And that's not to say like I'm pulling niggas left and right or whatever. I am, but I wasn't going to be braggadocious about it. The point is, if I want to be in a relationship, I can be in a relationship. I am single because I don't like the same people who like me. I can be
you're not getting the man that you want then, right?
I can be submissive to the right person. But you have to show me that you are the right person. And we have to come to an agreement that we are right for one another, for each other.
But how are you going to get there acting like you act before they even get to that point?
Because I know somebody who like it, bitch. That's how. That's how. I know a lot of people who like the fact that I'm sassy and talk crazy and talk shit and drink and cuss and whatever the fuck that you don't like. Whatever you don't like, somebody
But you don't like them. You don't like them.
Somebody else like it. You don't.
Let me talk. Can I talk? Listen, Mr. Truth. She's just acting that way around us. But I saw her like last week. There was someone on that panel she wanted because she had makeup on. She had her big hoops. She was looking good, and she was
First of all, Hamp told us to put makeup on. I don't wear makeup.
No, I think because I saw like some men up there. I was like, oh,
if you
look at
think
Dana.
I was
She's stunting for
Barney,
someone.
just
I
say
know
that.
that you wanted someone up there. I wasn't.
Hey, you know what? You just said, Dana. That's proof that you submit because you submitted to Hamp in his request.
I would submit to Hamp. I always do. Whatever he says, it's nothing.
She submits to the one she likes. Of course, if she was a Chinese dish, she'd be sweet and sour. You know, she's sour to us, but she's sweet to the right one. And she looked good. She
just sour to you until she gets to know you.
But hey, you got to think about it. She's still 38. So now when is she being sweet to somebody else?
And
she's sweet to good-looking men, not scrubs like us.
Who you calling scrub?
You and me, bro. We in the same boat. Listen, she's.
I ain't in the same boat, y'all.
Dana's bitter. She no woman should really be submissive to strange dudes. They should be feminine, but they shouldn't be submissive.
John, say it again. There was a lot going on. Say it again, John. What she said.
So to your point, and to the women on the panel, you shouldn't be submissive to every dude you meet. You should be feminist to every dude you meet, but not submissive. You should only be submissive to the men that person in your life, like your. like your father and your husband or that type.
Well,
Them only
you
means
should,
be submissive to.
you should be respectful.
Do they know the difference though?
I think that's the confusion. You're absolutely right. It's your opinion that I should be feminine to every man that I meet. I can't not be feminine because I'm a woman. So whether
that's not true. That's not true.
I was gonna say I've seen some women that act pretty masculine.
Yeah,
I don't have nothing to do with those women. I'm a woman and I'm
I know that.
Okay.
I know that isn't you.
Well, I'm talking about you.
I got you.
I'm talking about you.
Well, I'm not even talking to you. Relax. I'm talking to John. Chill out.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to John.
The point that I'm making, John, is that you're absolutely right. We should not be submissive to every man that we meet because every man is not to be submitted to. So just because you're a man and you got a dick doesn't mean that I need to submit to you or that I need to like put you on a fucking pedestal or like treat you as if you're better than I am or smarter than I am or you can make better decisions than I am. Like you're not my person. You're somebody's person and that's cool for them, I guess, if whatever, but that's not my person. So the person that I'm going to submit to is the person that will have an agreement with me and we'll relate to one another. And there's not going to be any of these issues. And it certainly won't be anybody who subscribes to any fucking thing that Unpopular Truth says or his fucking do-rag. Next.
Well,
do you see yourself as a pet or something, Dana?
Women need to respect all men.
So do you see yourself as a pet? Because you referred to yourself as someone's person.
Did you say a pimp?
A pet. P-E-T, pet.
No, that's a reference from Grey's Anatomy. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's also a reference from a cartoon about pets.
I'm referencing Grey's Anatomy. I don't know what the cartoon is.
I'm just saying. I've only heard that reference before, where people say that a pet is someone's person.
The reference was made like best friends. Like you're the person that I rely on the most. You're the person that I love the most. You're my confidant.
All right. Fuck friends. Okay. All right. Y'all killing me. See this balance with the $5. Why should black men take care of these older black women just so they can have a retirement plan in their old age? Black men, stop saving these ladies.
Wow. You're going to be taking care of them anyhow, man. You might as well start it now.
Hank, I got you. I can see you in the back. I got you. Hank with the $2. True Impact wants Ratchet's opinion on John's question. On which one? True Impact, what do you want her opinion on? Ratchet, you prefer the traditional man or the toxic man in your old age now?
Settle for the traditional man and fantasize about the toxic man.
What the fuck?
Man, you wow.
Honest.
You complain women aren't honest. You actually hear some honesty. It stings so bad.
I love
that is honest, but that's crazy. How do you work that one out?
Damn. So how does that
all
feel?
Y'all settle and fantasize about other women. Like, what the fuck?
So what is that like? You're conservative man stroking, and you got your eyes closed thinking about the toxic man?
I mean, of course, I don't believe in being with anybody that you're ultimately not really attracted to. So you might be with that boring guy or whatever, and sometimes when you're bored, you just fantasize. You don't act on your fantasies, but you fantasize.
Like what? Like, man, I wish Tyrone came over.
Not Tyrone though. Maybe like a Daquan or something.
She wants Darnell.
Is that better? And don't say Darnell.
All right, let me stop playing. But yeah, no, I think you settle for the traditional man and fantasize about the toxic one. You always want to be with the man that's kind of like right for you that you don't want.
Or not right for you that you want.
Why do women always pass up on the right man all the time?
Right for you. So for instance, when Dana was saying these guys like me, but I don't like them, I don't know about your specific situation, but sometimes those are the ideal guys. Those might be the truths of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like when he says that black women this is not a dig, y'all. But when he say that black women don't ultimately choose him, right? But he might be the perfect candidate for you, right? So if you find him attractive, because true, on face value, you are attractive, you might be short, but if you find him attractive, you start there. Okay, all right, he's the perfect husband. even though I want Daquan, like Daquan toxic. So I'm gonna settle for what's best for my future and just fantasize about Daquan. Flicker here and there, you know.
Well, you can go get Daquan, get the shit out of my bed.
You
For real.
So Ham,
you don't say
so Ham,
that.
you remember that conversation you had?
Go ahead, John. I gotta get
So,
Barney.
You remember that conversation you had two Tuesdays ago with 777 in Love? About, you know, she would be with that man, the everyday working man, but then 777 can get her. 777 can get her.
Yeah.
That's what this conversation is right now. That's another example of what's actually happening right now.
John, can you say that again?
So we were having a conversation to the first risky midday, and 777 he be in the chat sometimes. He was talking sweet nothings to Love, had her swooning, had her moist and shit like that. And he was saying that he toxic and that he only gonna smash. He gonna say whatever he can to smash. But she was saying like he would be a fun boy. She would have a husband, go on trips with him, shit like that. And essentially they end up leaving, ruining their relationships for the toxic man.
So are men not
picking up?
So are men not to believe that if they're quality, that even if they do get the woman, she's never truly really with you. She's probably just with you based on condition. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
you know,
that sounds like a sound. Look at Ratchet.
Is that the cold hard truth? Because
I'm
asking.
Sometimes it feels that way, and I'm married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yo, damn, like,
I honestly,
and we out.